undefeated. Undefeated. Who do you think that you are? When I tell y'all that I run things, y'all better believe me. Spin the earth on my finger like round ball. I'm a globetrotter. That's easy. No lie.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? So before I get started with the content of this video, just want everybody to be aware that for some reason my notifications are not working on YouTube. They're also not working on Google Plus, and they're also not working on the YouTube Studio Manager. I use all three because at any given time one of them may not be working, and at this time it appears that none of them are working. So if I don't respond to a comment for a while or acknowledge you or whatever, it's not on purpose. It's YouTube's fault. Or Google, because Google owns YouTube. But just want everybody to be aware of that. But let me go ahead and get started with what I'm talking about. So big shout out to the Fox Strikes. Last week, after the 154-pound division fights that happened, Fox Strikes put out a video talking about the current state of the division, because it's a potential that it's at a standstill, because you have both Charlo brothers have belts, and then Lara has a belt. Lara and one of the Charlo brothers has the same trainer, and then, you know, brothers typically are not willing to fight each other. In general, not talking about the Charlos, just in general. Also, big shout out to Mr. Boxing Today too, because he put out a video on something similar to this with the heavyweight division. You know, what if Huey Fury was to win a belt, and then we end up with a situation like with what happened with the Klitschko's. So, you know, these are all very valid points in different situations. The situation I want to talk about is definitely the 154-pound division. Also, shout out to Rascalot222. If you haven't checked out his channel, you definitely should check it out. He's a great channel here in the YTBC. But he actually commented on Fox video, also bringing up that Andrade is actually cool with all these guys as well. So in the conversation that happened there, you know, you know, we're just not sure what is going to happen in the division, because, you know, we've seen this in the past where guys don't want to fight their friends or their relatives, which the relatives is a bit understandable. Blood is thicker than water. I really can't fault a fighter for not wanting to fight their brother. So it's just, I can't fault them for that. But today I was going through, you know, some boxing news, and it turns out that Demetrius Andrade has released a statement stating that he would be more than happy to fight both the Charlos and Lara. Actually, his exact words were, "I would beat both Charlos and then Lara." And I gotta say, you know, that's the attitude, you know. Put your friendship aside, not like you're not gonna be friends anymore, but you have to understand that it's, you know, you can't take it personal. And I like Andrade a lot. It's a shame that he's been inactive. He does have a fight on June 11th with Willie Nelson. And I definitely hope that he beats Willie Nelson. And I think he will. I think he'll pull an Andre Ward, you know, come back and then beat him convincingly. At least I hope he does. Now, one thing I will say is I'm not counting out Willie Nelson either. I was actually at the fight when he fought George Harrison. And George Harrison was favored to win that fight, and he also was winning the fight up until the point where he got knocked out. And I remember it was the most boring fight that night, because I was, like I said, I was there. And of course, when you go to the fights, you see a lot of other fights that are not televised. So up until that point, you know, it was actually a lot of very exciting fights. And then Antonio Tarver's son fought that night too, but and that was a good fight. But that fight was really boring, and George Harrison was winning, and then ended up getting knocked out, and I believe it was the 7th round. It's been almost a year, so I don't remember for sure, but I want to say it was the 7th round is when Willie Nelson knocked him out. And so you really can't count out Willie Nelson, but I'm definitely hoping that Demetrius Andrade makes a statement. I hope that he immediately, you know, if he looks good, that he immediately goes after the Charlo brothers, and you know, one of them, and then try to unify. You know, it's good to see that you still have these guys who are willing to fight. I don't know what's up with this current era of fighters who don't want to fight, but it's good to see a fighter who appears that he really wants to fight. So anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. And to all my subscribers, anybody who watches my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.
How you think you don't stop the movement? You ain't that important, baby. I'ma keep moving.